as a general rule, the tax position is a lot clearer. So referenced in your paper, this ruling here, I'm not going to try to recite it, from 2015, basically clarified probably 10 or 15 years of white noise and uncertainty in relation to trust splitting, and essentially confirmed that from the tax officer's position, trust splitting is fine, as long as you do not attempt to narrow the range of beneficiary classes. Now, when I talk to you today about trust splitting under that particular ruling, I'm doing so in the context that you've gone and looked at all the normal considerations. So you've made sure the trust instrument allows you to do it, you've understood the trustee role, you've looked at any appointor or principal role, and you've otherwise satisfied yourself that the trustee duties have been discharged. Assuming that you've done all of that and you've applied the checklist and you've gone through all the various issues that might be relevant for that particular trust instrument, what we're saying to you out of today is that you can either rely on the general CGT relief that's available under that private ruling that I mentioned before, or you can now in fact rely on the small business rollover rules as well to get you a better outcome than you can otherwise get under the general trust splitting provisions. And the reason for that is that under the new rules, you will in fact be able to narrow the range of beneficiaries, whereas under that private ruling, and there's a lot of white noise around that private ruling. Again, if you're interested, I've written an article just on the discrete issue as to whether the tax office is right in saying that narrowing classes in a trust split causes capital gains tax. We passionately believe the tax office to be wrong. The problem is that the tax office doesn't agree with us. So it doesn't matter how wrong we think they might be. The tax office has been very blunt in saying that if you, as part of a trust split under general tax rollover, try to narrow beneficiaries, you will be caught. Under these new provisions, you will be able to narrow the range of beneficiaries, achieve the trust split, and still not pay any tax.